The past. When we think of the past, we remember not our foundation of our legacy as a species, but something way more important. The toys and shows and merchandise that we grew up with. And that also counts video games. One of the most beautiful feelings ever experienced by mankind is nostalgia. Of course, who could forget that magical feeling of playing your favorite video game for the first time? What's that? Grandpa died that day? Well, too bad, because you're having fun, baby! Nothing else mattered at that time. And what better people to experience nostalgia than the ones that grew up in the 90s? The childhood machines such as Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, MS-DOS, N64, Sony PlayStation, and the Game Boy series all play important parts into building many kids' childhoods. And you might be thinking, Jake, the magic is gone, it's hopeless! Well, there is a game that perfectly emulates that inner feeling we all yearn for, and that game is Retro City Rampage! Development for this game started in 2002 and was led by a man named Brian Provinciano. The project originally started out as a homebrew fan remake of GTA 3 on the NES. The game eventually shifted its development to PC and brought on more staff to form B-Blank Entertainment, and it became its own game. After many years of development, the game finally released on October 9, 2012, making the development time for this game lasting over 10 years. Dang, son! Now that's commitment to your work. Now let's see what 10 years of development can get you and play some Retro City Rampage. In Retro City Rampage, you play as a man named Player. And after eyeing an ad for hiring criminals, you go to work for a deranged madman, the Jester. But I don't know about this Jester guy. He doesn't seem to treat his employees very well. But he does have a great sense of humor. I mean, look at him, he's practically knocking them dead. 5 years pass, and now we're robbing a bank, committing homicide, and destroying millions of dollars in property damage. All in the span of just 10 seconds. Years of progress can get you anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. And after I thought things couldn't get any more crazier, time travel happens. Which only begs the question, what the crap is going on? The plot of this game is just so everywhere that it's almost as if someone took a frying pan and started beating me in the back of the head with it for no nonsensical reason. After a while, you then meet Professor Doc Cock, and if you thought he was a reference to a porn parody, well, congratulations, you're wrong, but he is a reference to Dr. Emmett Brown from Back to the Future. In fact, this whole game is filled to the brim with pop culture parodies referencing almost everything amazing. Wow, Green Hill Zone is a lot more violent than I remember. Professor Doc sucks my cock, then goes on to mistake Player for a time-traveling hero here to save the city of Thetropolis. Oh yes, a hero! Also, I'm required by law to tell you that I'm a registered sex offender. We are then saved by Professor Doc Loves Cock, and now we need to collect parts in order to repair the time machine. And now that we finally got our objective, we're finally free to explore the world of Retro City Rampage. I'm going to freaking kill all of you! Retro City Rampage plays at a top-down view that definitely mimics the game that it's inspired by. You go around the city of Thetropolis, and like the regular fashion of GTA, it's an open-world game where you can explore a city full of missions to complete, a vast amount of different weapons at your disposal, and shops to purchase more weapons and items from. The unique spin that this game adds to the formula of GTA is the inclusion of references from games, movies, and other pop culture figures. The references don't really stop either. The game takes some elements from other games. You can jump on enemies like Mario, use power-ups like Sonic's shoes, and do missions inspired from other games. This makes the game feel like a world populated by video game characters and chock full of so many references it's bound to make me have a nerdgasm. The most common criticism I've heard is that this game lacks its own identity due to all these references, and it gets tiring and soon loses its charm after seeing so many. I think this statement is slightly exaggerated, but it doesn't feel right when most of the main characters are just spoofs of other popular characters. It's just like, wow, remember Back to the Future? Remember Duck Hunt? Remember Metal Gear? Remember Minecraft? Remember Harambe? Put your faith in what you most believe in. Two worlds, one family. Trust your heart, let faith decide to guide these lives we see. I do think these references do make the game though. Maybe if it was done slightly less, it would be more acceptable, but it just gets so tiring after seeing so many of them. It's just so crazy. The story is confusing where I don't even bother paying attention to it. There are main story missions and side missions that all have their different take on how to be completed, but I honestly don't care which ones I do because the story is just so everywhere. But none of this makes the game any less fun. The references add tons of variety to the missions, usually by making you go to different locations or changes things up in the gameplay altogether. All of them have their own unique spin on how to be completed, and it's basically the succulent meat of the gameplay. But the problem with the missions is that some range from just plain easy to, oh my god, kill me now, difficult. God dang it, freaking, oh my god, oh Jesus Christ! Well, I'm about to kill myself. How about I play a more simpler retro-inspired game to ease off my frustrations? How about this game called Catch a Fairy by Missing Fish Games? You jump around as a frog catching up fairies with your tongue before the time runs out. It's strangely addicting and requires quick timing to catch all the fairies. And the more fairies you collect, the more you'll be able to advance to harder stages, and you'll be able to earn points to buy more skins and tongues for your frog. Catch a Fairy is available on iOS and Android devices. And the best part about it is it's free. Dang it, I suck at this game too. Maybe I'm not tapping hard enough. Generally, Retro City Rampage is a fun little experience. At its core, it does its own gameplay well, just when the references start interfering is where the game gets tiresome. But without the references, I do think that this game wouldn't be as unique. It's what originally attracted me to the game in the first place, and without them I think what you would have is just a simple GTA clone. I do like this game, however, and there's even a lot of extra content that you can unlock, so it gives more motive to play the game. And I hate to be that one bad reviewer by ending it off with this statement, but if you like the early GTA titles, then this game is definitely for you. And so, without further ado, I give this game a 69. Well, that's the end of the review, so make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to get more episodes from... What the heck? Who are you? Why did you shoot me?
To make a point. Guns don't kill people, people kill people.
Then why did you use a gun when you could have used your fists?
I'm taking this.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video, and sorry this one took so long to make, but don't worry, I'm back to making them. And if you want to see more of what I do, you can subscribe to the channel, or subscribe to my gaming channel, Couch Potatoes. But seriously guys, thank you for all the support you guys have been giving me throughout the past few months. It's been really amazing. But anyway guys, I'm gonna go because I need to go to the bathroom. Bye!